Alright, everybody. I know it's been a little while and I've been a little busy, so let's get to it, everybody. Let's talk blades. That's what we're into. Today, I got something a little bit different, a little bit new. As far as I'm concerned, something that I don't really quite understand too much. What I do know is that it takes the design from push daggers, hunting blades, and tactical styled knives. With that being said, we got today the BYOND EDC Kibuga. I hope I'm saying that right. I really don't know if that's how it's pronounced, Kibuga or Kibuga. It's a really interesting name. I tried looking up the definition. So it's spelled Kibuga. Kibuga. Anyways, really interesting blade design from BYOND EDC. When I tried looking up the definition of the word just Kibuga by itself, it says big town or city, something to that effect. And then if I tried to do like a number definition, I guess it was the number 6 or 7, something like that. It was a couple of days ago when I was trying to look up info on this, and I was a little bit partially tired, so don't quote me on it. If you guys have something better, then please put it in the comment section down below. Shed some light on the mystery of this, the meaning of the knife. Where I got it from on Blade HQ, they didn't really describe too much in detail of the definition of the name, but they did describe mostly what it's for. So it says pushing the envelope from the function, and the Kibuga is the testament of that. So it's more than just a folding knife is what they're saying. This knife takes design cues from the stiletto knives, push daggers, and hunting fixed blades to craft the tactical folder all on its own. The handle features a simple, ample G10 slabs and a symmetrical shape, yada yada yada, forward and reverse grip capabilities. So this is technically like they're trying to get the tactical applications for this knife being a, how do I say it? It can be both a utility blade and a self-defense knife, something that I've always been a fan of. So, of course, it's, it goes on talking about it's great for EDC and slicing capabilities, and it's got a flipper and a thumb stud and this, that, and the other, and it's useful in tactical applications. And opening Amazon packages. Get the Kibuga. Like, all right, that's not really too much on the why of the name, but if you look at it, it almost looks like a dart. It's really interesting. Now, okay, back to the box. You don't really get anything. Just to let you know, you get like your little information card right here. Your BYOND EDC kind of congratulations on your purchase, and you get this nylon kind of knife sleeve, I guess. It's kind of a cheaply made material, so don't expect it to be, a bench-made cloth bag like they normally have. What makes this knife really interesting is obviously the aesthetics. If you look at it, it looks like a throwing dart, just more, I don't know, anime-ish. It's relatively huge handle, and comfortable fit makes it good for both forward and reverse grip. So this makes this knife really, really interesting. 3.75 inches is the measurement that they're saying that's on the blade. We'll do the specs afterwards. I'm going to give you guys my initial take on this knife. I've carried this on and off for the better half of a month, and I gotta tell you, this thing's got a little bit of weight. I do enjoy this deep carry pocket clip, but mind you, you have this ring sticking out. Now, this ring is what I'm told is a Lanyard Loop is what they call it. So you can't put your finger through it, obviously, but you can put some sort of tassel or lanyard on there if you want. This pocket clip really does keep it riding low in the pocket, but like I said, this ring is going to be sticking out. Also, it gives you something to hang on to while you pull it out, and yes, before you guys even say it, yes, you can wave this out the pocket. So this little they call it a thumb disc. It's kind of strange and it's kind of bowl shaped. It sucks as a thumb disc. Now I'm actually trying here. There's no jimping on this side, so you actually have to put your nail under there and then flick it open. Not great as a thumb opener, but it is fantastic when you are trying to wave this out of your pocket. Mind you, you have to practice because certain waveable knives are differently shaped, and the wave function or thumb plate or whatever it is that mimics the wave is in different positions, so you have to kind of get used to it and kind of get familiar with how it opens as far as waving it out the pocket, as long as you do it obviously safely. But with this particular wave feature, it is a little bit sunken in, so you do have to have this knife all the way to the back seam of your pocket, and then once you pull it out, you got to do it with enough pressure on the pocket, and then it'll pop open. And once you get that down, you'll get it open about 98% of the time, which is good. You know, that makes it really decent. With this bowl shape right here, it actually does catch onto the fabric of your pocket, and it works really well. But it sucks as a thumb disc. Okay, as you see, if I'm trying to get this open with just my thumb, and I'm really trying, I have to put my nail under that bowl-shaped thumb stud, thumb whatever the hell, opening mechanism, and then popping this open. But it does work very well as a wave feature. With that being said, this little flipper tab right here, I really do love the fact that they made it very... It doesn't really stick out very much. They made it quite small, but it works very well because they put the jimping on this flipper tab, so it makes it really easy to just light switch it open. So great. So you got that swell right here, and then you got this. It just naturally feels like you want to put your thumb there, and it feels great. Ooh, I just bumped the camera. Sorry about that. It feels really great. This is, by all means, at least in my opinion, a good, well-rounded tool / self-defense knife. I haven't really found any videos on it on YouTube. Then again, I could be late on that. Back when I was looking for this, I got this, and I've been trying to post videos on it, but I just hadn't had the time. So I had time today, and I decided to go ahead and do it. But since then, I haven't found any videos. I might, like I said, I might be wrong now, but around that time, I couldn't find any videos on this particular knife. I found pictures. So well, I guess I'll be the first one. Yes, you do have G10 scales on here, and they are... The texture on this is very fine. It's not going to shred your pockets. That's one thing that I really don't like about wave opening knives or wave-like opening knives is the aggressive handle, which could potentially shred your pockets when you're pulling in and out, and using the wave feature can be excessive on the fabric. But this is not that bad. So the pocket clip on this is actually really... it's really nice. It's not tight as I thought it would be, but it holds. Okay, so it does work. As long as you don't get this caught on anything. Yes, this is really thin, but it does keep it in my pocket relatively well. It does ride on ball bearings on the pivot. This is really, really smooth action. Okay, that's really, really smooth action on here. I don't know if that matters to a lot of people. It does to me. This spacer right here might be plastic. I'm not entirely sure if it's G10. It feels like a plastic to me. The G10 feels nice, and it just doesn't feel the same, but I could be wrong. So it works pretty well for that. Now, there's no weight relieving that I could detect. If you can see in there, the reflection, I'm not going to put in the light. I don't want to blind you guys, but there's no real weight relieving on there, so it's got some chunk to it. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the specs of this knife, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's really strange. When I got it at first, I didn't really know how to feel about it. At first, I was interested in it because of, how it was aesthetically. Saw it, and I thought, wow, this is actually kind of cool looking. Oh, wow, yeah, see, okay, it's not that bad. So 5.59 ounces on this knife. So it's got a little bit over 5 ounces. I kind of want to stay around 5 ounces. You guys know that. So it's not that heavy, but it does have some weight to it. So just keep that in mind. Now the length of this knife. Now at the blade, you're looking at a 3 3/4, and overall it goes damn near close to 9 inches from tip to the end of the handle there on that ring. If that matters to you, well, you know, that's what you got. So the handle, you got about a little bit over 5 inches sticking out of your pocket, just a smidge. This is a bit chunky in the pocket. It is a bit wide, so with the calipers. Okay, so on the handle, you're looking at a 0.58, and on the blade, you're looking at a 0.13. Man, I wanted to like this knife, but the one thing that really, really bothers me, and it's just a hair. I don't know if you guys can hear this. I'm trying to wiggle it around. You can actually hear it clicking, just a really, really light tap, which means that there's a smidge of blade play here. Just it's a hair. I'm talking like a literal human hair of blade play. It's very, very light, which means that the knife isn't as tight as I would like it to be, as it is open and ready to go. I've tried to tighten and untighten the pivot to see if that would do anything, and I found out that that's just how the knife got to me. Now, is that a bad thing? Not necessarily. I really do like BYOND EDC. I love their stuff. I'm already going to tell you right now that a lot of their stuff is, or at least the last two knives I have, which, you know, the Gara and this, I gotta tell you, I really do like what they have, what they're presenting and putting out there. What I don't appreciate is that thing. I don't know what it is, but just that little tap, that little tap. That made it to where I just want to keep it in my collection and not really carry it as often as I would like to. Overall, though, hopefully the one that you get is different. All right, I'm not gonna totally trash on it. I really do like the look of it. I like the feel of it. It's great in both forward and reverse grip, so that's fantastic. It's got self-defense applications as well as just regular EDC, open up your packages and just kind of look cool doing it. You bust this out, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of head turns. A lot of people are going to look at that and go, wow, that's not a normal knife. It's not an ordinary thing. And, you know, you don't want to be like everyone else. You want to be different. This would be a good one for you. Now, it does come in different flavors as far as the handle, color. Same handle material with the G10. So you got the black G10 here. They also got the natural jade G10 if you want that. And that's all on Blade HQ right now. And their price tag on that, if you guys are curious, is $60 even right now. MSRP $66 even. But either way, for a $60 knife, it's nice. It's really, really, really nice. So, I don't know. I mean, I still don't know how to feel about this. I don't know if I should send it in to them and tell them, hey, look, this thing kind of... And I shouldn't be bothered by it because it's not that huge of a deal. The blade is still sturdily, I don't know if that's a word, sturdily locked open, so that way I can use this and it won't fail on me. But at the same time, you can hear it, that little clicking noise. That's the blade just a smidge loose, and I don't know how to fix that. Now, I've done my tinkering with it, and it doesn't really seem like anything's changed, so I don't want to make a big deal out of it. It's a $60 knife. I would be really upset if it was a $100 knife. Then I'd be like, yo, you guys need to fix this, like, now status. But it's not that bad, you know. It's not that bad at all. It can be overlooked. Still a great knife. It looks really intimidating. I guess the last time I pulled it out, there was something stuck on something, and someone needed a sharp instrument, and I pulled this out the pocket, and it waved out, and it pulled out, and he looked at it, and he was like, whoa, dude, that's cool. What is that? handed it to him, and he looked at it, and he was like, wow, it looks like an anime dart. And I was like, it kind of does, doesn't it? And he's like, like the ones on Naruto. And I'm like, I don't think it's that similar. But I understand what he was talking about. It does look very kind of stealthy, ninja-y kind of thing. I think it would be really cool if they came out with one with a black style blade, That would be really nice. But this is really cool just by itself, the way that it is. Yes, the blade steel is D2. Okay, so for some of you people who are wondering, D2, it's not that bad, but sometimes D2 can be a pain in the butt to sharpen, take care, and maintain. But it's not that bad. I think it's a nice rugged steel for this. It's anything better than Sandvik steel, in my opinion. I'm not too much of a fan of that. You got the BYOND EDC, or the BYOND logo right there. And yes, it does say... Oh, it's got the little identification number in there. The detent on this is okay. I can't get it to open up with just, momentum itself, so it feels like it's fine. Overall, it's great. I was a little nervous because, I don't like any more sticking out of my pocket than needs to be. But this is actually decently low profile. Even though you got, that much sticking out of your pocket, which some people won't even know what that is. Doesn't look that bad. So, I don't know. I mean, it's really interesting. I thought it was different, and from this company, I can expect nothing less. They've come out with some pretty decent stuff. So, I don't know. I mean, it was for a while. It was kind of strange carrying it because it's got a little bit more heft to it. But the size and the weight, I guess, it didn't really bother me too much, so I carried it for a little while. The rattling was always there when I got it, so it's not a huge deal. Hopefully it doesn't eat me alive, and then I, go through email and try to get somebody's attention and be like, hey, this needs to be fixed. But we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, because it's a dollar that's under... It's a dollar? It's a knife that's under $80, $80. So I really don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I don't know. Anyways, the Kibuga from BYOND EDC. Go ahead and check it out if you're interested. Blade HQ still has plenty in stock, I hope. So yeah, go ahead and slash that like button, stab the subscribe, slice that bell icon so you guys are freaking notified anytime I post new stuff. Any of these craziest of times. Everybody, please be kind, be safe, carry responsibly, and I'll see you all awesome people in the next video.